Good morning, guys, and welcome back to the channel. I am Katie from Mitza Creek Farm, and it is the beginning of July, so that means we have a garden tour to do. But first, I need to let the cows out. I'm letting everybody sleep in today, and so I'm gonna walk down and let the cows out before they start mooing. They heard me. How beautiful Beck's boat is. They need to come down and deadhead all these daisies here, but man, it is so full and beautiful. Lyle, you coming with? You lost your collar last night, bud. How you doing? Kitty, kitty. Hi. We had severe storms roll through yesterday afternoon, and thankfully the severe part of them missed us, and we were able to get 1/10 of an inch of rain, which is wonderful. It feels good. We had some high winds, but nothing serious, no damage from what I can tell. I was driving right behind it because I was on my way home from the cities, and so I followed it home because I did not want to drive through it. That seemed to work out well. There's our bull and Honey and Milan. Oh, looking like Honey might be in heat. Good morning, guys. Patches and Coco and the calves are all in the barn. There's less mosquitoes in there, I'm guessing, or at least more places where they can kind of rub to get the mosquitoes off. And those two are the queen herds, so that would make sense. They get the best spots. Good morning, everybody. Come on, Honey. Well, you guys aren't in too big of a hurry to come out this morning. You're just gonna voice your displeasure at me being late, huh? Yeah? Tell me all about it. Got some good grass growth. You can see out there where it's more sandy is still brown. But look at in here. It's green and we got some growth yesterday. So that is wonderful. Good morning, Mama. How are you? Huh? How are you? Hi, Milan. Are you like me? You're not a morning person? Coco, come on, Mama. Come on, Patches. All right, so now on to the garden tour. You can see this is ready for fencing, which is wonderful. It doesn't go all the way over to our perimeter just because it's hard. It goes where we want the animals to graze. Charlie, what are you doing? So these are the bush pumpkins and they are looking great. These ones down here are a bit smaller. I have to come down and weed some of the holes, it looks like. But some of the plants I was later in putting in as well. But up here, the ones that we started first are actually doing really well. And some of them are already knee height. Look how beautiful they all look. And you can see over there, those ones, all the little green stubs sticking up, those are all the ones I planted by seed. But these guys are looking awesome. When I walked through last night, it looked like there was the start of some blooms. Uh-oh. I wonder what's going on here. I don't like the look of that. That one. I wonder what's going on. I'm gonna have to figure this out. I don't know what is going on here. That is not good. I feel like I know what that is, but I just don't quite remember. I'm gonna have to look it up because it's almost like bacterial wilt or something like that, not quite sure. So I need to look that up because I don't remember, because I have not experienced something like that before. Over here, these are our mums. Look how awesome they are doing. These are the 6-inch pots. You can see we had gotten a mess up on the order and they sent us pinks and they forgot the oranges. And then we were missing tricolor. So you can see the size difference between the regulars and the ones that came. They were like almost 2 weeks later. And then you can really see them over here on the 6-inch. Look at how big these 6 inches are. It's crazy. Those are celosia for the fall baskets, marigolds for the fall baskets. And then look at our vining pumpkins. I'm going to be able to start trellising them today and training them to the vine. I think I'll be able to get probably about half of them clipped up. So that is wonderful as well. These are these are sunflowers that the sheep ate in an earlier video. And they have definitely bushed out and gotten big. They are like knee height or a little bit higher on me. Hi, Lyle. I'll have to weed again down there, but those guys are all looking good. And now let's go into the high tunnel. It is kind of a mess still in here, but I've slowly been picking up and I've been trying to do things as I have time, and things really have been coming together. Let's start at the tomatoes because that is the most exciting. So I come down every night and I spend probably 5 to 10 minutes pruning, and I just work my way down. That is not enough time for this many tomatoes to prune in here, but they are doing really good. Look at those Amish paste. And look at all these cherry on this side. These ones here are sunrise bumblebee, prairie fire. My mortgage lifters are doing pretty good. This is a Paul Robeson. I bought this at a plant sale because I wanted to try them. And those are doing good. They're going to start to blush pretty soon. You can tell because they go from the light, like matte color and kind of one pale light color. They start getting darker and darker, and then they'll start turning pink. And then we go down here, and this is where it's exciting. So this is a Napa Chardonnay, I believe, and we have one starting to blush. Over here, this little plant is not healthy at all because I just planted it the other day, but I did take 2 ripe sun gold tomatoes off of it, and this one's starting to blush. Then yesterday, I was looking in here because I was trying to come up with a plan for trellising, because these are semi-indeterminate, and so I need to figure out a good way to keep these trellised so that we don't get diseases. And I noticed one of my prairie fires is starting to blush. Oh, this one's starting to blush too. And I just started working my way down the row. And look at that. So that's going to be my very first ripe prairie fire tomato. And I am so incredibly excited for those. I already have my mozzarella bought so that I can make a caprese salad or snack with that one. I'm so excited for it. So I will have 2 prairie fire tomatoes very, very soon. You can see some of my peas are dying, which is fine because it's been super hot. And peas are cool weather crops, but I'm still getting lots off. And my second crop is coming in nicely. So as the plants get really dead, like this one here, I will just clip that off at the bottom right there and let it die. And then as I get a section of dead ones, then I will replant peas for the fall crop in there. My cucumbers are all doing amazing and I have cucumbers on them, but I need to get these guys trellised. And some of these were supposed to be bush cucumbers, but I don't think that they are. They might be a little less trellisy, but I don't think that there's any bush in there. And there's some baby cucumbers. And you can see the beans on the other row in front of them. They're doing good. So the big thing is I need to get these guys trellised because I also need to start pruning, and it's really hard to prune them when they're on the ground. So I want to get them trellised so that I can prune them, and then that way we can be more efficient with our growing. In the next row, our zucchini are kicking butt over here. Look at that. That's a round one. Super excited to try those. Look how beautiful they are. Some of them I've already started pruning back and trellising. I don't see any female flowers on that one yet. Look how nice those look. That one's, I'm gonna start pruning at the bottom since it's getting so big. And then this one here, I've already gotten one zucchini off of it. And we have a second one growing really big right there. And then these over here are the Dunja, so this is the hybrid zucchini. So this is gonna be a green one. Look at how beautiful that flower is. But there's a little zucchini right there. Row of beans are doing great. The wind yesterday pulled up the ground cover, so I had to come back in and pull a lot of the plants back out of the hole, and you can see some of them got cut off. So I'm gonna replant those. And then look at my peppers over here. Look how big they are. And then these are the habanero, so they are a heatless habanero. And I have pruned these guys because I want them to be a little taller if at all possible. But they are looking beautiful. Look at this one. So these guys are getting close to the size of picking, which I'm very excited about. And then in the back of the high tunnel are my 2 flower beds that I planted a couple weeks ago, I think. Might have been just a week ago. This here is the monarch bed, so it has lots of milkweed in it. It's got some yarrow, marigolds, and zinnias. And I have tons of volunteer beans growing in here now that this area is getting water. There's one right there and one right there, but look at these guys. Isn't that crazy? So I'm just gonna leave those in here, let them grow. My blackberry bush, I've not had any blossoms on it, but this is all new growth, and this is the old cane. I thought we were supposed to get fruit off of the old canes, that's why I didn't prune it back, but the old canes didn't barely even produce leaves, so I'm not quite sure what's going on with that. Here's the borage that I don't really want, but I love the flowers. I just don't want it here in the high tunnel. Look how beautiful those are. And then this is the other bed. This is really starting to fill in nicely, so I'm excited for this. Charlie! Hi, kitty! That is it for today's garden tour, the first one for July. I will be back in about 2 weeks with the mid-July update, and this is going to look so different. There's still tons of work to do in the high tunnel, But since we finally have everything planted, I am not letting it stress me. I'm coming down and working as I'm able, and I'm still watering mums by hand at this point, so that takes quite a bit of my time. And so I am just coming down and working as I'm able, and trying to work in the mosquitoes and everything. My patience isn't the best with that. And so if I'm able to come down and work for 15-20 minutes, even an hour, and get a whole bunch of stuff done, then it feels really good. And then I come back in with fresh, clean eyes, and I'm like, oh, but I need to do this, I need to do this. So I'm trying really hard to not let it stress me out, and just coming down and enjoying the process. That is it for today's video. Thanks for tuning in, and we will see you guys next time.